4th and 30.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Now the toss. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it himself. Breaks into the open. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the option. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it. Quarterback keep. He'll pitch it. There's a crease. They bring him down. A big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
That gives him 54 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Hauls it in. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So BYU's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Bryson Donaldson. This guy's seen just about everything in his career, a veteran presence that they believe is going to be a force in this offense. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Lions. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Fields the punt. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking for the edge. Rides the option, he keeps it. Now the pitch. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Trying to get the corner. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Finds his man. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Sells to fake. Buying time to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. On the run, it's Coleman. Swamped immediately.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem of the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running.
Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing and understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Really good third down defense. Nice job playing the option. Responsibility football, but still aggressive downhill, ready for the pitch. Great job getting the guy, getting to him, and getting him on the ground.
And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. They don't need a bunch on second down. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Got it. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Phillips. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Now they'll run the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Motion from the wideout. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Out wide left, it's Lions. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. The Cougars are marching down the field. Off play action on first down. With the catch, it's Casper. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Nowhere to go. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Turns it upfield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got the first down. There he goes to the right. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, North Dakota State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. Snags it, and there's running room. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Moving the pocket, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Keeps it himself. Keeps it looking for room. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Tells the run, wants to pass. Rolls right. Fires on the move. Looking for the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do a 1st and goal, and the defense, their head's spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. Ready, go! That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Virginia Tech, taking on the number 7 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Snagged in the middle. It's Casper. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That'll put a smile on the OC's face to get a little breathing room. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. There he goes. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun. Still running at the 35. Could be an alley. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in 2-hand touch?
No. Motion from the wide receiver. Got his man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, here on the North Dakota State sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Handoff to the single back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the option. He'll toss it. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Moving to his left. He's going to run it. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on second and short.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Pulls it. Turns upfield. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Short pass, and they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. He's changing the play. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. Fourth down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the fourth down.
They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Looking for the edge. He'll pitch it. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Buying a little time to his left. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
There's nothing better than being a defensive line.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Sells the run, looking to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Turning it on. Oh, what a move. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. calls his own number. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose him.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
Number 77, set to kick this one away.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be brought down. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Here we go, ready, go. On play action. Throws to the tight end. Finds his man. It's Lions. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
BYU lines up quickly.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown, North Dakota State. And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well.
Holds it in on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. you get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal, it'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Fresh set of downs going up top. Reels it in. Got room at the 35. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.